Hello, boys and girls. Welcome back to Color Carpet Time. That time of day here in class, we get to gather around our big color carpet. We get to practice some letter sounds and the letters and words that we create with those letters and the sounds that they have. Sometimes we get to substitute middle sounds. Sometimes we get to substitute beginning sounds or end sounds. We do all kinds of cool things. Well, today, we're going to blend sounds. And we're going to do that with some words that may or may not be compound, because we are on the lookout for compound words to send in, right? As well as IE words or IGH words. So be on the lookout. Our first word is bam. Let's see. R A N B O. R A N B O. R A N bo. Rainbow. That's how we're blending. Start off slow with the sounds and say it a little bit more quickly, a little bit more quickly. And as you do that, a word will start to appear. You'll start to hear it. Oh, I think that's rainbow. Got it. Look at that. That is blending. Let's do a few more, okay? Let's do this one. Start with the first sound. A, P, E. A, P, E. Happy. 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 Hey. And how about, ooh, all right. Y, L, O. Y, L, O. Y, L, O. Yellow. This is yellow. Right? This is yellow. And finally, S-N-O-E. O-E. Snowy. Snowy. This is snowy. And that was blending. That was blending. All right. So now we're going to continue to look for some IE, IGH words, as well as compound words, and you might find some in our next little activity. So I've got to move right over here because our activity is this. The rainbow. It's a song. And you know what that means. Whenever we have a song that needs to be sung, we call in our expert, the professional, the wondrous, the amazing, the super talented Mrs. Fox. And there's her bow. All right, Mrs. Fox, are you ready? Yes, yes, yes. Yeah. Okay, take a look at our song. Let me get my voice just a little bit ready for this song. Yeah. A rainbow fills the sunny sky, sunny sky, sunny sky. Rainbow fills the sunny sky. I feel happy. Count the colors up above, up above, up above. Count the colors up above. I count 7. Yeah. All right. Thank you very much, Mrs. Fox. Now take a look. Any compound words you see in here? Any at all? Compound words, compound words. We're looking for our compound words. All right. You know, we could also, with this activity, you could read through this and count how many syllables these words have. Like get some of that practice. Remember our syllables? We have a couple different ways where you put your hand under your chin, and every time you say a word, you count how many times your chin touches your hand. It tells you how many syllables there are. Or you can always do the counting trick. You can start counting, right? Where you count like, let's go back to yellow was one of our words. Yellow. How many syllables is that? 2. So you can do that, right? We can get our syllable counting in or our syllable practice in while we're doing that. Also on the lookout for IE or IGH words, please, okay? All right, so a couple more things we're going to do before I let you guys go. Talk about a couple of these compound words, right? Just a couple. We're going to take a look at ones like this. These have to do with weather. I thought maybe we'd do some weather compound words, right? Like rain storm. So first word we have is rain, and then there's storm. So it's two words, right? Rainstorm. And you could do this with a lot of those different storms that you might hear of. Like a thunder storm, right? Or snow storm. So when we're looking for our weather, different types of weather, we find compound words in our weather. Look at that. We have a couple just like this. You could stay inside to keep away from this weather. Guess what inside is? That's right. A compound word. It's in and side. And maybe when it gets a little bit calm out there, you can go outside. And guess what outside is? You guessed it, a compound word. Yes. All right. So here's a number of compound words. Next thing I'm going to do is make some room on here. And I'm going to share some of your compound words, some of your IE and IGH words that you have sent in the last few days. So, every time I do this, I get a whole bunch of them, and so I can only share a couple of each. So I grab some from everybody that sent some in. So if you don't see all the words that you submitted, know that I read them, but I'm just choosing a few so we don't use up all the space and all of our time. All right? So let's see. First is fried. Fried by Emma. Emma sent in fried. And untie. And light. As well as might. So we have our IE and our IGH that make the I sound, the long I sound. Fried, untie, and we have light and might. Good. So we have Anara that gave us high, IGH, and also gave us backpack, which is compound, back and pack. And guess what? Rainbow. Wow, the title of our song. There it is. Rain and bow. Right? And butterfly. Now this is those real pretty things that fly around outside, right? Not a stick of butter that's flying. No. It's one of those real pretty things that flies around in all these different colors. Ooh, can't forget. A couple more. Eva, right? Eva, this is a big one right here. Twilight. There it is. IGH. Twilight. Wow. And light. So thank you to Eva, Emma, and Anara for sending in words for today. If you have some more words, compound or IE or IGH, please send them in so we can give you some credit and we can put it on our board so we can take a look and see even more of those words. Okay, one thing I want to talk about before I give you your work and we go, is some questions, right? I have some questions. You have questions? I am here to help. Oh, hey, HR. So, yeah, I don't have a question. I was going to talk to the boys and girls about questions. So our story yesterday was about Gluskabe, right? Gluskabe, and it was a wind eagle. And Gluskabe, he got Wind Eagle and he put him in a hole, and the wind stopped. And stuff started to go bad at the village. It wasn't good to have zero wind. So he went back out and made a deal with Wind Eagle. Wind Eagle said he wouldn't blow those hard winds anymore. Sometimes he forgets, like today. You think he forgot because it's blowing, or yesterday was too. It was really windy, huh? So we'll see later on in the story that he forgot some days and things were still okay, right? Things are still all right. But I have a couple questions for you about our story, boys and girls. I know you asked a question of Gluskabi. Now, we have a couple questions for you. And you know what, HR, will you help me? But, yes, that's what I do. I'm a superhero. Can you read these questions? Sure. Why did Gluskabi put Wendigo in a hole? Yeah, why did he put him in a hole? Can you guys write out a sentence? Why did Gluskabi put Wendigo in a hole? And then finally, go ahead. Why did Gluskabi take Wendigo out of the hole? Why did he take him out of the hole? What was that for? What was that for? Yeah. Very nice. Yeah, write those down on a piece of paper and send them, or your green notebook. Now, you know, I just asked a couple questions that take a little bit to answer, but did you know that the easiest question for people is a yes-no question? Yes, no. Whatever do you mean? A yes-no question. That's a question that you ask somebody that can be answered with a yes or a no. Like, do you like ice cream? Yes. Yes, that's all you had to say, right? That was the answer to it. Some questions can be answered with just a simple yes or no, right? Do you like summertime? Yes. There it is. Yes, no questions, right? Do you like freezing cold water? No. No, they're just answered with one simple word. Yes or no. Those are yes-no questions. Those are the easiest ones to answer, aren't they? Now, the ones that we're doing with Gluskabi, the ones that we asked you just a minute ago, those aren't yes-no, right? You can't say, why did Gluskabi put Wendigo in the hole, right? You can't say yes. That doesn't make sense, right? So you have to do a little bit more with that. But some questions are just yes-no questions. Pretty cool, huh? Well, there it is again. All right, thank you for your help, HR. Well, thank you. And thank you, boys and girls. See you all later. Wow, you got a running start. Did you see that? Okay, so we have a little bit of work to do today, don't we? So you're going to answer those questions about the story of Wendigo, right? Why did Gluskabi put him in the hole? Why did he take him out? Those two questions, okay? And also, I'm going to have you guys do our page 6.20 in our handy dandy workbook. And this is syllables. And you're going to separate these words into the syllables. See, here's kitten, and it's separated up K-I-T-T-E-N. So, kitten, right? Kit-ten. So, kit, line, 10. That's how we do, okay? So you're going to do that in our orange workbook. You're also looking for IGH, IE words, compound words to send those in. And page 3 in your spelling packet, it's the color by word. Look at that. Okay. Last but not least, we need to make sure that we're practicing our sight words. Now, I'm really happy as I'm going over a lot of these words with you guys before and after our Zooms. You guys are getting a lot of these words, so our practice is paying off. We're getting better and better. I have to say, one of our students had knew 19 words the last time I did this. 19, which is pretty cool, right? 19 words. I just practiced with our student a couple days ago. Went all the way up to 90. 90. Went from 19 to 90. That's amazing. All right, here we go. Mrs. Duck's waiting. In. Is. You. That. It. All right. Boys and girls, you can always make your own sight word flashcards so you can practice at any time. You can also rewatch this part of the video or watch the whole video because you know it is awesome. It is, right? All right. Thank you very much for joining me for Color Carpet Time. You have a great rest of your day. We'll see you next time.